Hey everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of Attack Productions. Tied back up to once again by Jason, as today we're doing set 6 Gohan. This is the yellow Bojack Gohan, taking on future Gohan and Trunks. Like always, there's buttons, links, check them out. But let's get into today's matchup. What's going on, Jason?
What's going on?
I have to ask, I know yellow is just yellow and yellow has good staples, but I have not seen this leader in a very long time. What was the thought process?
Thought process, really. I really like the mechanic of the finishing blow Gohan with the Son Goku Guardian Angel. Not necessarily the leader per se, because the leader, any generic leader, in my opinion, would have been just as good, if not better. It's just I couldn't find a really decent yellow leader that didn't have a better mechanic with the deck that it goes with, so I just kind of stick with the old leader.
And this is a burst 2 leader, which on the front side you burst, you discard 1 card from your hand, and then you draw 2 cards. Backside, yes. Sparking 5 just to get a draw off, which, like, today think about it, man, that's bad. But you do have the ability to leader, I think, on the Awakened side, which is like once per game. You can add back. Is it a yellow Saiyan battle card, or is it specifically the Goku?
No, it's yellow Saiyan. Energy cost of 3 or more.
So it allows you to bring back what you need for kind of going in for that in-game strategy.
Yeah, that is correct.
And for those who aren't familiar with Future Gohan and Trunks, it's just one of the newer red decks that plays the Z extra card and then cycles cards underneath it to draw more cards. So you go through your deck very quickly, and in my opinion, a better way than bursting. But hey, let's see what happens. So this is one of the newer promos too, for this deck, which on play, it draws you a card, but then also on play for 2 yellow energy, you can pretty much play the 5-drop, right? By putting under Goku's Guardian of the Earth underneath it or something like that.
Yeah, that is correct. I do play it early on in the game, even though it's like turn 1. It's just so I can get the draw off when this card is played.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's also good, like, on my next turn, I can just combo it off. I run 4 of those in the deck, so, playing it that early and just comboing it off to get it into my drop area is not that bad, actually.
Yeah, I mean, you charged it and play it. I knew you had more than 2 in your deck, so at that point.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those things where it's like, if you're playing this leader, you need 4 of those cards, because this card makes the boss monster possible, because I think if you have 4 energy, it's innately double strike, but it gains dual attack, I think it is. Or is that vice versa?
No, it has double strike, but it gains dual attack. But my opponent has to have 4.
Sorry. Yeah, if your opponent has 4 more energy. Yes.
Yeah.
Just Unison. Let me tell you, was not expecting this. And it is such a good call against this deck as well. Because starting on turn 2, I can start playing the 4-drop Gohans and attacking with them. But as soon as you do -1, I can't do that.
Yeah, it definitely prolongs the game, which is why I love this Unison. Generally speaking, in any yellow deck, I'll probably run this Unison just because it helps out so much, especially if you're not getting the cards that you're looking for. Just be able to make your opponent not be able to attack with their good cards.
Yeah. So obviously this becomes my go-to threat. I'm like, I need to take care of this card. It cannot continue existing. If it does, I'm just stuck.
Yeah. So it definitely helps me out. That way, my opponents go after the Unison instead of the battle cards, because this is a set 6 deck, so most of my cards don't have barrier or deflect. So it kind of takes the heat off my battle cards, so they'll go after the Unison, because the Unison's pretty brutal.
Yeah. So one of the fun things about this deck is that the package that's underneath the Z extra card can be comboed off using their own activate battle skill. If they're underneath the Z extra card, you could just combo it off. But then they have another activate battle for 1 energy they could do certain effects. And in this particular card, if you have a Goku or Gohan Future or Trunks in the battle, this card gains double strike. So in this case, I was able to take out your Unison because you had to do the -1, bringing it back down to 2 markers. And I had to pay for it in order just to benefit off the Awakened skills. I had nothing else to do. Like I could have paid one for the Goku, but then I was still had to pay one for the other Activate main skill. Or it's a Gohan. He was saying Goku.
Yeah, and I like how you can actually just take your battle cards from underneath the extra card to add effects to either your leader or your other cards. I like that a lot. That's actually pretty cool. Especially since a lot of the cards like Champa and stuff are banned now.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where, like, I'm able to cycle the cards that could just be comboed from underneath the Z extra card freely for all my draw effects. Because, like, the Z extra card, you put a Saiyan or Earthling underneath it, draw 1 card. The leader does the exact same thing, but you draw 2 cards with the leader. So you're removing 2 cards from your hand, but then you could combo those cards off later down the road. And then I'm drawing 3 cards. And I tried to do the effect. Typically, this card's reduced. The counterplay Gohan's reduced by both cards with Z energy on the field and your Z energy naturally. And I was like, oh, cool. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I forgot. This only has a cost of 1 Z energy, so I couldn't have negged out your Turtles.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Like, I'm okay taking that. I go down to 4 life. Now super combos are active. I don't feel like you're going to do too much to me this turn, and I can combo out whatever attack you may combo up on this, because I have a 5k difference on you right now because you don't have an alternative Awaken.
No, I don't. I have to get to 4. That's the only way to Awaken with this old leader. So not taking me down to 4 is actually hurts me a little bit.
I mean, you put a Unison out there that completely shuts down my deck to some degree right now.
Yeah, because you can play a lot of with the 8 drops and stuff. Like what on turn 2, turn 3?
So the 8 drop ideally is your turn 4 play for it's all of its benefits. If I recall correctly, I'll pull it up real quick. But if I recall, you can play it during your turn. You can play it turn 3, but it costs 2 red energy. So if you're playing it for the 2 energy, you're kind of like tapping a lot out. But this is red, and you now have Explosive Dance as a card. Trunks. You had to have 4 more energy just to play it. But this Gohan, I don't know why I keep on doing that, has the Activate main for 1 energy, which can be reduced using the Leader's Awakened side ability. To restand it, it gains double strike, and then I neg one opponent's card by 20k. And in combinations with one of these Trunks cards, I can just give it crit right afterwards. And here I'm explaining to you, because you asked, like, is it just this? And I'm like, yes. It right now it is a single attack. It could gain double strike on its own ability, or it could gain other things other ways as well. And you already took the 1 damage, so now I'm comboing it up, making like 35 double strike crit on you.
Yes.
And you're forced to take it, unfortunately, which I think was Mecha Freeze, and I can't remember what your other card was.
I don't remember what the other one was either. But getting rid of the Mecha Freeze out of that would definitely hurt a little bit.
And then I'm following up with another crit like right afterwards. And I don't really have to swing with the leader. I'm just here to get rid of it. I couldn't remember at the time if this was a 10k battle card or if it was a 5k combo one as well. But I'm just building my Z energy at the same time.
Right. Yeah, it's 10k attack power, but no combo, I believe.
Actually, I think I swung. You said no negates, block. I'm like, cool. I think I'll just leave it here. No way, I need to combo a card off. Because the leader's ability to reduce the cost, you have to pitch a card from your Z energy into your drop. And you again with this stupid Vegeta. Now, granted, Gohan, as long as he lives, is safe. He's a 4-drop card. But I can no longer play the Trunks now.
Right. Yeah, so you can play battle cards, but if you like your cards are specifically like when this card attacks, it definitely stops any of your cards from attacking.
And you are awakened now, so you get the draw effect, which is nice. We were talking a little bit here about like certain interactions because you knew I had the counterplay Gohan in my hand right now as well.
Yes.
And real quick, I took the damage because in order to Z-Awaken, you need to have 3 life. So now I'm in a good place to Z-Awaken if I wanted to. But I don't really do the Z-Awaken unless I really have no other choice. Because I like the idea of just putting cards underneath the Z extra card with the leader's ability, then drawing 2 cards. Where once you Z-Awaken, you no longer have that ability. The only ability you have is that when you combo a card, you can draw a card, if I recall correctly. And then you still get the same activate main / battle, where you can pitch a card from your Z energy to your drop, and then reduce the cost of a Trunks or Gohan on your board.
Yeah, which is pretty nice.
I think you were going to go play the Gohan, and we were just talking about like the interactions of like if you played the 1-drop Gohan, and I were to do the Gohan counterplay, I would negative by 20k, but your auto goes off first, so you get to kind of do all your fun little stackings as well. And even if my auto was first, the negative will still carry over. So I was kind of like, does your big boy have barrier? And you're like, no. I'm like, okay. But I ultimately choose not to play the Gohan.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, I think I played it a turn too early as well.
You did, yep. You missed. I spoke it earlier, but I did say when you have 4 energy, when you correct me, it is when your opponent has 4 more energy. Because I was reading the card, I'm like, you don't get all these autos, right? And you're like, yeah. I'm like, I'm okay if you take any backing with you. Like, no, I made the play. We're gonna stick with it. I'm like, all right. And I still chose not to do the yada yada because I wanted to use Explosive Dance. I think I had 3 in my hand at the time. I just needed to get rid of them. But now, if you attack for your Unison, you have to pitch the extra card. And ideally, probably using the Unison's activate main to give it a marker and then doing the -1 might be better for you to keep your Unison alive a little bit longer. But
yeah, no, I think I just forgot to rest mode it. No, you came back and told me that I could do just a rest mode and add a marker on it. So I think that's what we did do.
No, you're attacking with it.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you're trying to search for cards. That's why you're using the super combo.
Okay.
But
maybe it was next turn.
But I didn't know like what else you could have done that turn. You're like, I know you play over roam targets. You have 1 open energy. Grant, you're probably saying that for a negate. But I didn't want to risk any more battle cards coming out to the board.
Yeah, because I forget. I think it was since I had the Unison out. I think I was looking for either the Vegeta, the Primal Transformation, or maybe another Flying Nimbus, which I don't think I end up getting, or maybe I did.
You do have 1 in your hand.
Okay. I wish I would have tilted the cards a little bit so the camera could see.
You have the promo Trunks, 2 negates, 1 being Frieza, 1 being 3 negates technically, 1 being Frieza, 1 being Flying Nimbus, and 1 being Power of a Saiyan. You have your Secret Rare, Super Combo, and I cannot see the card underneath the promo at the top of my head right now. Oh, no. It's another 5-drop Gohan?
Probably.
So using Mecha to counterplay, it's not a bad option, really. Here we're just double checking. I knew you had 1 extra card in your energy. Just want to make sure you did have another one to drop.
Yeah. Yeah, I think pretty much right now I was just trying to slow you down.
We're going to catch this in a second. I did point at the Mecha Frieza. I picked up to read it. I don't remember why, but I did point to it to be negged by 20k. and we will catch it in a second because I did restand the Gohan already. So here,
you're swinging.
yeah, swinging to lead. It does have 20k, and I do have the ability to give it crit as well. I think we just ran it back, I think is what happened. But I did point to it earlier, but hey. You know it could gain crit. So the question is, what are you doing in this situation? Because I could combo up for what we wanted to, which I am going to combo up a little bit. And this Goku is actually not a bad target. It when it's coming from the hand, I can pitch a card from underneath my ZX card to draw one card. So it's a nice little cycle.
I don't remember. I think
you do combo out.
Okay.
Yeah. I think when I did the draw one, I was trying to see if I could get another super combo out of it. Ooh, Prideful Transformation.
Yeah. One thing I do like about that, even though if I don't have a Unison, I can just combo. It's a free 5k combo, which comes in nice when you don't have a Unison out in play.
Yeah. I mean, like, you did mecha me, so like there's a reason for me to continue pushing. I think I was under I was under the effect of the your Unison as well. So I didn't have much options to play from my hand. And you just you got another one. And this is so frustrating. Like, we were the last game still playing, and people were like, is this still game one? I'm like, yeah. He constantly is putting this unit on the board, which is good. It gives you the time you need to find the cards you need. But yeah. Once again, I had another explosive dance ready to go. I was really hoping you would have swung with the leader first, or maybe even the Unison. That way you couldn't swing with the your big boy unless you got rid of 30 power worth of cards. But nah, you swung correctly against red in this situation.
Yeah, so like I think for me, swinging with the big guy just in case to try to, get your negates or any type of block or anything that you had out of the way, and then swing with lead, draw the card, and that way, my hand was always real small after turn 3. So basically, me swinging lead was just me looking for a card that I could play potentially.
So this was a very interesting play. You asked if it was viable. I'm like, yeah, it should be viable. It will blank the token because it blanks the card coming into play, and then you get to steal my Gohan. I couldn't attack with it anymore that turn, and you couldn't attack with it as well because I think you only had 24,000 power in your Z energy. In order to attack the secret rare, you need 40,000. So like even if you attack with the Unison, but then you overwhelm this, and I'm like that works. And it made sense why you did the counterplay, so I didn't have the blocker. But I have a really big hand right now.
Yeah, I wanted to get rid of that because potentially you can make that double strike and crit depending on the cards underneath the
Gohan.
Yes, yeah. So I definitely wanted to get rid of the potential double strike crit, and then I don't know, give you an option too. You can either neg my SCR or neg Gohan. So I wanted you to kind of like give you multiple options, but I think you end up getting rid of both of them.
Yeah, over time. And forcing you to use it as a negate was amazing. Here I'm just trying to get more cards into my Z energy. Because now I have 5 energy, I can't attack with my 8 drop, but I get at least 2 attacks out of this Gohan, which one being double strike. And then you use Nimbus Stare. I understand. We talked about it a little bit afterwards that I still would have done it the other way around, but you knew you were still going to get hit with something, like potentially a double strike. I didn't have to Gohan on board yet at the time, but I think if you would have Nimbus first, it may give you one additional turn, possibly. Because I can only attack one more time with battle cards, so whatever battle card I attacked with, I would have to use like the abilities right off the bat, like Gohan immediately make him restand, make him double strike, or the Vegeta proc effect right then and there, and then have a swing with the leader afterwards, just get that one extra hit in, and depending on the 2 cards you got, you could have, I don't know, done something, maybe, I'm not sure, but in this case, Future Gohan Trunks did take the game. Thank you all for tuning in. Keep in mind his buttons, links, check them out, and bye.